What's up everyone, Electronics are here back another subscriber special video. So this is kind of like a part 2 to the last one that I did, which was counting or just going around the house and counting how much computers slash laptops slash AIOs I actually have. And that number ended up being 17, which is way lower than I expected. I thought it was 20 plus, but apparently not. In this video, this is episode 3 of the 1,000 subscriber special, I'm going to be doing basically the same thing going around the house, but counting how much TVs I have instead. Because the most stuff I have is computers and TVs. And as you can see, there's already 5 over here alone. So, yeah. This video is probably going to end up getting extremely long because I'm going to be... There's a lot. I mean, it might not look like a lot, but there's way more than computers. They're scattered around the house. There's tons in the basement. There's 2 in the garage. There's basically a TV in every single room except like 2 or something. Yeah, like 2 or 3. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be going around showing you the model number and basically saying if it's working or not, or if it has a problem with it, if it doesn't work. So this video will probably end up getting extremely long. The last one for the computer was like 38 minutes or something like that. I still haven't edited it yet, so I don't know. But this video is probably going to be like an hour long or something. I have no idea. Obviously, I'm going to try to make it as short as possible by pausing excess time like this and then moving on to the other stuff later on. But yeah, I don't know how that's going to go, but yeah. So, without any further talking, we could go and start right here. This is a 2009 Samsung Luxia. It's a 55-inch TV, and it does work. It just has some panel defects. There's like lines over here on the... there's lines, horizontal lines across the screen, but like up to the middle, it starts to fade, and then up to the right, it turns normal. Like, there's no lines at all. I don't know if that's T-con failure or mainboard failure, or it might have been caused by me because originally it was hooked up to a pair of speakers which kept on falling, which completely destroyed the headphone jack, the audio out jack over time. And that might have caused some kind of, almost tripped over that dish. And I could have caused some kind of grounding issues or something like that, which caused those lines. So I don't know if it is actually some kind of mainboard issue. So I don't know if the camera is recording in night mode or not. I hope it isn't. That might just be what artifacts it's doing, because like the speaker grill or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it's not mounted on the wall. It's actually mounted on one of those floor mount stands where basically you could just put the mount on the floor and then it's basically just like a wooden surface with a pole sticking off of it with a TV mount on the back. That's basically what it is. I guess it prevents holes from being drilled into the wall. So yeah, that's that. It does work. I'm not going to be powering all these up also, just to save video time. And then we're going to quickly go through all these here. This is one of the pieces from that Sony, which these cats are already trying to dig into. Let me turn the lights on real quick. Alright, much better. So we have 4 TVs over here. All of these work, well actually no, except one. It used to, but it unfortunately recently died from who knows what, and that's this Sony Bravia right here. So RIP 2022, 2022, yeah, to 2024. It's no longer working. But, oh yeah, I forgot about the model numbers. I might not even end up going through model numbers again just to save video time. I'm basically probably just going to say what it is, like, real quick. I don't know if the camera can focus on that, but let me get in here to read it. It's a UN 5587 100WF. Yes, I was reading the model number, not the model code, by the way. Alright, but anyways, over here, first TV in this pile here we have a Vizio, which does work. It's actually a smart TV. It's running Yahoo OS or whatever. Like Yahoo Smart TV OS. This also kind of runs it, except it only has TV widgets on it and not actually smart like YouTube and all that stuff pre-installed on it. This does, but it's extremely slow. And this does have Ethernet, by the way. It's all that fancy Samsung stuff. It's not 4K, it's just 1080p, and the only problem with this thing is this half of the, what's it called? This half of the screen, basically like this top square, all the way from the bottom up to like here, down to here, is blacked out, and that's because the LEDs have died in that area, and there's also some LEDs dying over there too. It still works great. It doesn't really bother me that much, but it kind of is like most of an issue for like other types of things. And there's the model number down there. Probably was upside down. Let me see if I could get that camera up normally. There you go. Hopefully it's focusing on the model number, because last time I was on that Lenovo and it didn't focus on the model number. I don't know, this 15 really does not like focusing at objects that are very close up. I don't know why. There's the ports and all that. But yeah, next up in line, we have a Sony Bravia from 2009. Oh, by the way, that Vizio, I have no idea what it's from. I don't think there's a year on the back. I think the model is E50-C1, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it was a D50-C1. I think it was an E series though. So E50-C1 I think is the model number of that Vizio back there. I don't know if it was. It might have been something else. I think it might be that, but I don't know. Anyways, again, Sony Bravia 2009. It used to work great. It's 1080p, CFL backlit. That one's LED. But it just something exploded, and it just does not power on anymore. Well, I mean, it does. There's just a green LED, no backlight, no picture. Before, it still showed the Bravia logo, and it just stood there on the Bravia logo and didn't do anything else. But now it just does not show any picture whatsoever. Try to show you the model number here. Move some of these out of the way. Probably should have spread these out a little. As you can see, this has dust on it, so it's wall mounted. It was used again. This was actually mounted in a room. It got replaced. I'll show you that room later on, obviously, because there's another TV there. Now, there's the model at the top. KDL-40S504. And there's the date, 2009. Again, I could tell it's not focusing on it, but it said 2009 something. But yeah, that's how thick it is. I put the stand back on it. Probably should have moved that dish. Alright, next in line we have a Westinghouse. It's a 40-inch Westinghouse. It works great. The only problem with it is it's built like absolute garbage, and it's made using cheap parts, but the display quality is extremely good. Like, very good display clarity, even though it uses cheap parts and horrible build quality. See, the power supply is built into the motherboard down there. Here's the model number. DW39F1Y1, I think is the model. But yeah, it works great. It's just that the build quality is not well. I do have the remote to it, by the way. I actually have the OEM remote to all of these except this one right here. The Vizio one's upstairs somewhere. The Bravia one is on my office desk. And the Westinghouse has bad batteries in it, which have leaked because I haven't used this thing in so long. So I'm gonna have to get those out and clean them out, and clean that remote out. Next in line, we have the Samsung. It doesn't really have a name to it. It's just kind of like a Samsung TV. It's a LN32C350D1D. I think I was reading off the model number again, not the model code. It's from 2010, April 2010. There's the inputs, there's the software version and all that stuff if someone's interested in it. And yeah, CFL backlight works great. Even has a startup tone, that one also does. It's kind of like the similar one, except this one has a different pitch to it. And different kind of tone, but that's basically what it looks like. There's a lot of generic TVs that look like this from Samsung. It doesn't really have a name to it. It's just a Samsung TV, unlike that, which is called the Samsung Luxia. It's the kind of model that they made. But yeah, it works great again. And that's these 4, actually 5, and that was 10 minutes alone. Yeah, this video is going to be long, I could tell already. And that was like, actually no, 11 minutes. So yeah, moving on to the next room, which is the kitchen. Here in the kitchen, we have yet another Samsung Luxia. This time it's from 2011. Works great, has no issues. It's a UN 40D5500RF. And it's also as thin as the other one, maybe a little bit more thinner. That's the kind of design they have. They even have smart TV designs of this Luxia. It's from 2011. Let me go on the other side. Here you can see all the inputs and stuff. Currently has a Fire Stick plugged into it right there. As you can see, having a hard time fitting the camera between the wall, and it's wall mounted over there, by the way. There's the front, and yeah. Moving on to upstairs. All right, here in this room we have a 32-inch Samsung Smart TV. This is where that Sony Bravia actually used to be, and it got taken down and replaced with this. Supposed to get replaced by the Westinghouse, but apparently this thing got put up here instead. So I don't know if it's gonna get taken down again. The Westinghouse is gonna go back up here. But yeah, there it is. Can't get to the model number because it's all the way back there, and it's not even on a label. The label got peeled off of it, so it only has the Energy Star rating 1 on it still. It's, I don't remember what the model number was. There's the inputs up there, and yeah. This is actually the original TV that was mounted up in this room originally. Then it was the Samsung, it was this, then it got taken down, then it was that generic Samsung you saw in the beginning of the video with the curvy speaker design. Then it was the Samsung Luxia 40-inch. Then it was the Sony Bravia, the one that died, and now it's back to this. So yeah, there's been quite a bit of TVs mounted up here. So yeah, that's this one. Moving on to my room, which this is actually going pretty quick. I might actually do this room later. Never mind, office. All right, here in the office, here's that Sony TV remote from the one that died. There it is. And here's the Westinghouse one. Right there, you could see it's covered in dust as well. And again, the leaking batteries on the other side as well. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm not going to be doing monitors. Like here we have this Dell CRT monitor. I'm not going to be doing those. I'm only doing TVs. Which, speaking of TVs, in this closet here, hold on. Okay, I had to move this green screen out of the way. But here in this closet, we have a CRT. It's a 13-inch. Trying to get this camera to fit in there. Probably should turn the flash on. How did he get himself in here? How do you lock yourself in that? Bro. Alright, but anyways, again, here's that hair. I'm trying to get this. I've been having a hard time getting this camera to fit in difficult spots. I could probably read the model number off here. It's a very tight fit, but it's a TN 131 AUV. It's a hair or higher or whatever it's called. HAIER. And it only has it's called TV, analog tuner, and AV, which is on the front. PS1 on top of it right now. I'm not playing it. It's the PS1 Slim, not the OG one. And then there's my first ever computer hard drive. So yeah, that's this thing. It's HP Photo Smart on top. Yeah, it does work actually great. It's actually a good TV. It doesn't pull much watts. It's basically safe for your energy bill, and it's good for the PS1. And yeah, I don't really use it that often, which is why it's in the closet. It fits perfectly though, since it's 13 inches. Moving on, turn the flash off. We have a plasma TV. This is a LG something. Let me get to the model number. Other side. Let me move this chair thing out of the way. I actually recently got this. Wait, it has a tiltable stand, I forgot. Could just tilt the TV. Samsung Luxia also has that. Well, I mean, on the original stand, but the wall mount also is capable of it. It's an LG Plasma TV 50PA 6500. It works great, actually. I don't really get that much plasma TVs that actually work, if I find them. But yeah, it works great. Doesn't even have that much burn. I don't know how much hours it has though, but it cleaned up really nicely. And I don't have the OEM remote to it. And by the way, there's actually that Vizio remote from the one that's in the living room, the E50-C1, I think it is. So yeah, have all my TiVos over there, and another one down there with the DVD player and VCR combo. But yeah, that's it for the office. I might make another video on the monitor portion, but probably not. I do have a lot of monitors though. Like here's another one down there, and another one right there. And again, this Dell one right here. So yeah, moving on to this room right here, where we have yet another Vizio. This time it's a V-Series. It's a 70-inch. And LED, it works great, obviously. And it's from 2020, I think. We bought it in like 2021 or 2022, and it's been up here. It replaced a 60-inch LG, which I still have for some reason, even though it's a piece of crap. And I basically got scammed out of my own money just to try to fix it, and it decided to make even more issues for me. But yeah, it works great. I don't know the model number of it, but I will. Actually, wait. It still has this on it. There you go. It's a V70. It's a V75-H1. There it is. That's good. I do have the box to it still. I was gonna say I was gonna go down to the basement and then just show you the model number on the box, but Energy Star the Energy Star label, which yes, that's still on there, has saved it, prevented more time from getting wasted. So yeah, next TV. Wow, I'm impressed. This might not even be an hour long. We're already like halfway down, and I don't even know how much TVs that was. Let me count them up real quick. I forgot. Okay, that was the 10. I mean, that was 10, and I could actually say that we're still far from being done, because again, there's still tons more in the basement, and there's 2 more in the garage, which means I'm gonna have to go outside. So that's great. It's 36 outside right now, I think. Nope, 39. Still bad though. I mean, it's winter, I don't know. Guess we could start in the closet, which, rotting away in the corner of this closet, we have yet another Vizio. I basically got this thing, and it's been rotting away in this closet ever since. I literally forgot I put this in my own closet. It's been in here the entire time. I don't know the model number, but let me turn the flash on again. Man, I love iOS 18 for what's called adding the pause feature and then adding a flashlight feature to it. But at the same time, I absolutely hate the Photos app. It's just, I'm not used to it. You could see the model number right down there. Let me open up the other door and see if I could get it off. And because these stupid doors broke off, they're dumb. Whatever they're called. It's a Vizio VA26 LHD TV 10T. Oh wow, HD TV's in the model number. Oh yeah, it is digital, actually. It works, I think, but like the logo lights up, but like there's no picture. but sometimes there was picture. I haven't powered this thing up in a long time. I don't even know where the power cable to it went. I actually found another one of these Vizios, except that time I didn't bring it home. I only kept the remote and the power cable to it, which here's the remote. The power cable's probably up on here. Yup. Right there. But yeah, back to this TV. Just rots away over here. Oh, there's the buttons to it, actually. But yeah, I'm not digging it out of there. It could just continue rotting away in there. Alright. Moving up, we have a 65-inch Samsung Quantum Dot Display QHD TV, or whatever it's called. I mean, not QHD, QLED. And actually, right underneath that, we have yet another plasma TV. So this works great, except it has some display issues, which it doesn't even bother me that much. As you can see, it has some blacked out pixels right there and up there, and a little bit at the top. Well, I mean, they're not even at the top, they're mostly just like stuck pixels, like they show random colors. I completely forgot about them and only realized it again a couple of days later. I don't know the model number of this thing. It's all the way up there. But that's what it looks like. Barely fit in this corner here of this room, but it did. There's the wall mount. There's all that stuff. Power cable runs down the closet. There's your power. Continues running down. Find all this stuff, and then here's the Samsung thing. The hub or whatever, the One Connect hub. Got HDMI going into my VIP. Dish Network VIP 211K. TiVo's unplugged right now. And then this is where I watch OTA, and then like the only channel I have, which is Dishscapes, because I'm not paying for Dish. But yeah. And then the OTA antenna's up there. Now, again, I don't know the model number of this thing. I could actually go into settings here real quick. So this is probably like the only TV I'm actually going to be able to power up. I don't know if I actually can. There's an Oculus Go VR. I don't know if it says the model number in the settings. But hold on. Block out the light here. Turn this thing on. This remote is really stupid. Half the time it doesn't even work. Okay, there it goes. Yay. Alright, now let's go into settings. Alright, hold on. I guess it would be expert settings. Oh yeah, it does have a light effect. Right there, you could see the logo. And yeah, there's no way to view the model number or serial number of this thing when it's on. I don't think. Oh my god, bro. You serious? Samsung account, would it be in there? I doubt it though. Oh, it would be help and support. I'm dumb. There we go. Open e-manual. I guess let's just do open e-manual. And it should say it in there. And of course it doesn't. Oh my god, what is the model number of this thing? Bro. Are you serious? I swear I have other Samsung TVs that literally say the model number in the TV itself. And this thing doesn't? Come on. It's not in the terms and privacy. Guess let's try software update. No, it's running 1260. It's not there. Self-diagnosis, maybe it's in this. This actually still has the same picture as the 2009 Luxia, I think. Yep, it does. This is the same picture as the 2009 Luxia has. I think the 2011 Luxia also has that. But yeah, I don't know how to get the model number from this thing without having to get a ladder and going up behind it. If I remember the model number, because I'm spending way too much time on this thing already in this video, I'll just write it down either in the description, or I'm gonna write a comment and pin it. So you could find it like that. Let me try to turn it off now. There it goes. Spent way too much time on this thing though. Wait for that LED to go out. There it goes. See, the box still... Oh, never mind. It turned off. The digital light thing. Moving on again, we have the Sony Plasma TV from, guess what year? 2004. And it's still going. Still going. It probably might even be a low hour set, except it does have burn-in of the channel screen. Like the little like static thing, because it's in 4x3, so you could see the borders. I made a video on this thing a long time ago in 2022. I think the model number should actually be up here. Let me try to get my head in here. And no, it's not. It's on the other side. I'm gonna just have to do it like this. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I forgot. This is an old classic TV. Why wouldn't it say the model number up here? There you go. It's a Sony KE-42TS2. And obviously there's a lot of dust on it. And then that's to power the OTA antenna, which is plugged into the VIP211K. But yeah, that's the model of this thing. Works great. And yeah, sorry about spending way too much time up on that Samsung. I don't know the model number of it right now, and I can't really get to it. Also can't get to that 32-inch. So maybe I'll write it down in the description as well. That smart TV. But yeah, moving on to the desk, which is, here's that Elite book for that same video. We have the Symphonic CRT TV that does not work. And the back of it is off. I replaced the tube with a Gold Star CRT tube. And I don't know the model number of this thing because I threw away the back panel to it. So yeah, it's also unknown. But yeah, obviously it does not work. Originally, the CRT was kicked in and it was cracked on the back because someone decided to pull the yoke off of it. But I found a Gold Star CRT and I took it apart. It was water damaged. I didn't even turn it on. Pulled the tube, pulled the yoke off of it, put it in this thing, and yeah. And I threw away the back panel to this thing because it was cracked and I didn't need it. But yeah, it's just 13-inch personal television. Does not work. Again, doesn't even have a cord on it because it got cut off because the, what's it called? Scrappers. But yeah, I think that might be everything. Yep, that's everything in my room. Time for the basement and garage later on. The video might actually be just as long as the computer one. Huh. Alright, this is not Eureka series. I'm gonna leave that door open so the cats can go in. Please excuse the mess. All the Christmas stuff is going out. It's only getting set up yesterday. But there's still so much stuff all over the place. Alright, here in the wall we have a couple of TVs. First of all, the main TV of the wall, we have this cracked Sony Bravia from 2006, which actually has the PS3 menu. It's unplugged right now. I can't turn it on. I don't even know if the batteries still work in this remote. No way they don't. You kidding me? Fresh batteries in this thing. They're only been in there for a year. They haven't leaked yet. You kidding me, bro? Oh, look at the buttons. Maybe give it a couple of slams. Nope. Yeah, it's dead. The model number of this thing, before I put all this oven stuff and junk back over here. Oh my god. Come on, can't it just write it up on there? Man, this is the difficult part, bro. There's no space over here. I know it's on the other side. It's back there. There's the inputs. And all that. The button is on the top. There it is. Oh my god. I know the model number's accessible. It's just hard to get to. Alright, thankfully Sony wrote their model numbers extremely clear. The top, it's a Sony KDL-46 S300. I was reading off the camera. There's the back. There's the stand, power cable, non-removable. Actually, wait, no, it is removable. Okay. Yeah, it's a 46-inch. It is cracked. Basically, well, I mean, you could see the impact point right there. Basically, this entire portion from up here to right here is all just blocked out, but the rest of the picture is still usable, which makes it a great option TV to use in this location, aka the Wall of China 2, because why not? Alright, number 2, we have a Sansui here, a Sansui 13-inch CRT TV, VCR combo. Works great, and even the VCR still works. And let me just count all the other TVs in here. Is there a TV hiding out back here? No. Okay. So then we only have like 3 more. Alright. There's that. There's that. And the model number, it's a Sansui COM311ADB from February 2002. Sorry about all the wires over here. It's just going up to my Ademco Vista Tennessee. The battery's right there. This battery's way too big to fit in there. So that's why I have it going like that. Still works though. But yeah. It's currently plugged into my dish hole network type system, whatever. It was originally going to be in the 722 for the TV2 stuff, but I never ended up unplugging it because I haven't been down here in so long. But yeah, there's that. Again, works great. And right down here, well, I mean, I guess this is more of a monitor, but it does actually have, what's it called? An input on it. TV input, analog, obviously. It's a Apex Digital. I don't even know what inch this is. I hope there's no spiders living back here. Oh yeah, it runs off DC, which makes it extremely terrible. It's a Apex AVL 2076. And yeah, there's the stuff down there. This was water damaged, but I think it does seem to work. It's just the stupid DC power supply, which this is for my LED light strips. I just had a leftover charger from it because for my LED strips I just used my old one because it looked way safer than this hollow piece of junk. So yeah, not enough amps to supply that thing with power though, so yeah, doesn't work probably. Alright, right next to that we have yet another Vizio. It's a D32H-G9. It does work, but the screen is obliterated on it. The entire thing, I think, actually. Yeah, it used to be, like, just a little bit, but now the entire thing... Excuse me, my nose is getting really stuffy. It used to be a little bit of it, but now the entire thing is cracked. Let me turn the light on, by the way. Alright, much better. There, basically, it just looks like that 70-inch upstairs. But yeah. It's cracked. I don't know. I was going to destroy it for, what's called, 500 subscriber special, but I never ended up doing all that. There it is. And yeah. And that wraps it up for the Wall of China. And no, we're not done yet. This is not the... That's only the wall, not the actual basement. Close this door and try to get out of here. Right next to the wall, again, all the Christmas stuff is in the way. We have this right here. This is a... Well, something fell in there. This is a 75-inch Sony 4K Smart TV, model KD-75X750H. It does work. It runs Android TV. It's from 2020, but the screen is obliterated on it, and basically the entire screen, so yeah. The only reason why it's still here is because it's actually a really good TV, so maybe at some point there could be a screen replacement done for it, or if Sony would cover it, but I don't think they would because it's not under warranty. It's a Bravia, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Then maybe, I don't know, but I reset it to factory default, so it went back to the Android TV setup screen, and I can't really see anything on the screen anymore, so I can't really connect it to Ethernet and just, like, play YouTube on it or whatever like that, like, through Chromecast or whatever, because this does have Android TV built into it, but, again, not really that usable when the entire screen is obliterated. But yeah, so, does not work, because the screen's cracked. Entire screen. There's not like a little bit of some sections of pixels. The entire screen, the entire 75-inch screen is cooked. It's done. So yeah, moving on. Might look like we're done, but we are still so much farther from being done. Over here in this corner, we have an LG 60 UJ6300 60-inch smart TV. This is the TV I tried to fix. We basically got it for free from the curb. It worked great, and then it started developing issues. Like, the internet card started going out, then the speakers started doing weird stuff, then it started to boot loop, then the backlights just died, and then the entire thing just ended up dying. So I bought a new main board for it, put it in there. The screen didn't work, so I tried a new T-Con. Still did not work, and then I figured out the display connector from the LCD that connects to, like, the daughter board at the bottom, and then to the T-Con was completely burnt. So yeah, wasted my money. Well, a little bit, like $5, because of, like, the whole shipping return stuff from eBay. Because obviously I returned the brand new boards that I bought for this thing, expecting it to work. Even bought a new remote for it originally when it was still working. Has a Samsung Smart TV cord. But yeah, absolute piece of junk. I really hate this thing. I would kick it, but I don't want to crack the screen, even though the screen's already cooked because of that little ribbon cable at the bottom. And no, we're not done yet. There's still so much more to go in this basement. We're almost done. It's just this little area and that TV up there. And those monitors, which I'm not counting again, not doing monitors. By the way, that 60-inch, again, it's done. The LG that I just done. Have a couple of TVs in here, have a couple of TV chassis, a couple of tiny TVs, and then an LCD screen from a cheap TV. I might have to get these bikes and stuff out of here. Let me move this food real quick. Move that out of the way. And get this stupid bike out, so I could somewhat read the model numbers, which I probably won't end up actually doing, because they're so far away. Let me turn the flash on. They're not that far away. They're right here. Actually, no, I can, thankfully. So, as you could tell by the metal back, we have yet another plasma TV. This is actually a Panasonic Viera, and right here we have another Panasonic Viera. There you go, Viera. The model number of this is down there. It's a Panasonic. I have to read it off the camera here. I can't get my head in there. I can't read that. Man, it's a TC-P50UT50, and it's a plasma TV. Does not work, which is why it's over here. The problem with it is because the Y board, I think this also has the same issue, and it basically just does a white screen flash and then immediately shuts itself off and gives me like a 10 blink code, and this one I think does a 10 blink code. I don't know. And then right in front of that, we have a Samsung UHD TV from 2018, which is obliterated by the screen. And yeah, the model number of it is right down there. Maybe I could zoom in. Come on, iPhone 15 Pro Max, can you give me that model number real quick? Just a little bit. Wipe the dust off that label. Or maybe that helped. I don't even think I was near close to cleaning off that number. Oh, come on. I'll get to it in a second, but the screen's cracked, does not work, does still power up. It connected to my J7 Prime a long time ago, which I still have, I just don't use it anymore because I soon switched to iPhone. First of all, it was the 11 Pro Max, and I got the 15 Pro Max. But yeah. I don't think it works because I think it boot loops because it detects the screen's cracked or whatever. So yeah, it only powered up like once with the cracked screen, and then it just never did again. Right here we have a Sharp LC-26 SH12U. There's that. See the model number there. There you go. It does work, but the buttons, I think, are jamming up on it, and it's just, I don't really use it that much, which is why it's in this location again, aka the basement. And right beside that, we have a Zenith. Basically the same story as it. I just don't really use these, even though it does work fine. This is a Zenith Z23L Z5R. I don't know if I was blowing into the camera microphone. Man, I can't even bend down over here, bro, because this stupid scooter thing, man. I'm gonna just read it off the camera then. There you go. It's a Z23LZ5R. It does work. It's CFL backlit. That's also CFL backlit. Except I think the backlights are going out on here, but half the time it does work on. I think it only did it like once or twice. There's that Zenith. Now for the model number to the Samsung again. Gonna try this again one more time. Oh, just barely, man. I really do have to end up just forcing this stuff out of here. Bro, come on. How did I even get it in there in the first place then? Finally. Yeah, straight on the screen. Cool. Piece of junk. Alright. Man, wow. Alright, it's a UN 55. Man, this camera shakes a lot. Actually, no, it's my hand's shaking a lot. Probably because in the position that I have to stand. Oh my god, bro. Come on. Just get him out of there, bro. Just get the Zenith out. I still have to review those chassis back there anyways. Making a huge mess. I mean, there's already a mess of TVs. Alright, finally. It's a UN 55 NU69. Of course. Let me repeat that again. It's a UN 55 NU69 50F. And there's that Samsung. Alright, I'll get to this Viera in a second. Let me just give you a little backstory on these. What's it called? There's actually that unknown gaming PC motherboard in there too. I don't think it says the model number on here, unless it's scribbled onto the back of that, which I don't think it is, just a bunch of numbers. The LEDs are still in there. You could tell no one goes over here. I gotta get all the model numbers off of them though. This is a Sony 55 something. This is another 4K TV, except the screen was cracked. It was 55 inches, so I just took it apart. And then this was an LG. Actually, I have the labels to them. I'm gonna have to go back upstairs because I actually have the model labels to them because I peeled them off and stuck them onto my Sony computer. So I'm gonna run back upstairs real quick and tell you that. This is the black chassis from the Sony, and then there's the LG silver chassis from that LG. Alright, the Viera is TC-P50-0S2. It does not work again. It has the same 10 blink error codes or whatever. I mean, no, it doesn't have the same ones. And then there's an LCD screen from a cheap Memorex TV, which the bezel from it's right here. But yeah, it was also DC powered. I don't know if it worked or not. I just took it apart and everything else got thrown out. There it is down there, Panasonic. Honestly, I prefer the other one way more. The other Viera, this one. So if I do eventually get a whiteboard, I'm getting it for this thing first. Then this thing. Does not power on, it doesn't even do a screen flash. So yeah, I don't know. But that one is going to be first in repair. I'm not even going to bother cleaning any of that stuff up. I'm just going to put the bike back in there and leave her like this. If I could get the bike in there. Oh well, we'll leave it like that. Alright, next TV before I go upstairs to tell you the model number to those other ones. Here we have a Samsung Bro Deluxe. Or Bra Deluxe or whatever. The model number of it is LN32A330J1D. I don't know if that C is part of the model number, but it's all the way over there. So I don't think it is. There it is, behind that monitor as well. Gotta capture all angles of it. And there's the front. There's that down there. Top. And yeah, it does work. It's a 32-inch. It does work. Oh, actually, you could see the version number back here. There you go. That's perfect, actually. Alright. And there it is. It does work, but I don't really use it. There's a bed over here. Sometimes if someone sleeps down here, they have this little, like, TV set up here, which, as you can see, is not frequently used because of all these monitors in the way. And that's it. That wraps up for the basement, I think. Don't think there's any more TVs here. I already did that. The chassis, those four, 5. So there's 5 TVs over here if you count those 2 chassis, which they're not technically TVs because they're only the chassis part with the LED light. The LCDs are long gone. They're cracked. They're probably in the landfill now. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. So that finally wraps it up for the basement. Let me go upstairs, tell you the model number of those 2 chassis that were back there, and then we'll go to the garage and finish up those 2. Let me actually count how much this was real quick because I forgot again. Keep forgetting to count all of these. But yeah, hold on. Okay, so I think that was like 26 TVs, excluding those 2 chassis back there because they're not part of a TV anymore. I think that was 26. I don't know, I just quickly counted all of them up from the beginning. Turn the lights off. Alright, again, I'm gonna go give you those 2 model numbers, and then we're going outside to the garage to finish up the last 2. Oh, wait, it's not 2. There's a TV and a monitor in there. I'm not counting monitors, so never mind, it's a TV. So there's only 1 more TV left in the garage. Alright, back in the office. Here they are. So the black chassis behind that Panasonic Viera, it was a Sony KD-55. Hold on, I'm out of breath. Just got out of that basement. It's a Sony KD-55 X75CH. And then the silver chassis behind that one, it was an LG LF600, or no, 6000. 50 LF6000. There. Just a better look at those. And that was the model code. And behind that I have a plasma TV one from a Samsung, but I don't have it anymore because it got cracked and I threw it away. It's a Samsung PN55D 5308-3F. And no, it did not work. It didn't power on. And then a ProScan 42LA45H. None of them worked. That's why they all got taken apart. That was cracked. This actually worked fine, but the LEDs needed to be replaced, and we just didn't end up doing that, so I just took it apart, threw it away. The glass cracked on it, so I just took it apart, threw it away, and then this was just a cheap TV that was water damaged, had mud all over it, so it got taken apart and thrown away. And then this is also from that same Sony, this one, from the KD-55X75CH. Never mind, looks like my hypothesis on the time was actually correct. It was gonna be more of like an hour or whatever. But let's finish up that last TV in the garage, and then that'll be it, finally. And no, it does not work, unfortunately. And no, it's not like a large TV, it's like a 26 DVD combo. I don't know, let's go out there. Alright, we're in the garage. Here it is. It's a RCA. Hold on, let me turn the light on. There we go. Sorry for the pest repeller running in the background. I have no idea if you could hear that high-pitched sound. But this is an RCA 26LA30RQD. There it is. It does not work. It was water damaged, and I think it got rid of the LCD. So yeah, it does not work anymore. And it's in the garage. I don't know if I'm gonna end up taking it apart or what. It is a DVD combo, as you can see on the side there. There's that Dell monitor. Also was water damaged, does not work. And yeah, there's a reason why these are both in the garage. I think that even might have mold growing in the LCD, which is, again, why it's in the garage. Oh yeah, it did come with the remote, but yeah, it's useless. It doesn't work anymore. Finally, and that's everything. Yep, no more TVs in here. That's it. I'm actually just end up ending the video right over here. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. And this video is 52 minutes long, so similar, but not exact to what's called the time. The 1 hour estimate that I had. But yeah. Let's see how much that was again. We have those 4, living room, 5, 6, then it was, 7, office, 7, 8, 9, my room. I know that Vizio, the 70-inch, so 10. My room, 65-inch, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and then that one over there, 27. Excluding those 2 chassis again, I'm not counting those. 27 TVs. In different kinds of sizes, different kinds of types, and yeah. I'm not counting monitors. I might actually make another one of these subscriber specials on the monitor portion, but I doubt it. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later. 26 TVs, 17 laptops, and yeah. Not 26, 27. Goodbye. Actually, is there anything else to talk about? No, I don't think there is. Actually, we'll wait for it to get to the 55-minute counter. But yeah. Thanks for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you again very much. Well, even though I'm at like 1.17, I think. But yeah, I don't know. Thank you again, and goodbye.